Hello.
Hello.
Do you know what is the wireless IoT technology that is being used or being announced about maybe 7-8 years ago?
7 years. 7 years? I don't know.
You don't know. Okay, today is a very special take for this Sembang AIoT. Welcome to the Sembang welcome to
Sembang AIoT.
okay, Sembang AIoT, episode number 77. Yeah, episode. So today is very special. We want to bring back to the IoT wireless technology again. Just now I was just asking about what is the key wireless technology. Actually, there are three of them. So one of them is today we are going to show you again, to a little bit in depth of what we have displayed in the past several weeks. Yeah, in the past several weeks we have make up this part, and then okay. So for that there are three key technology. There are many people asking, what is this? One of them, LoRaWAN. What is this LoRaWAN? And then there is another key wireless technology is 𝐓𝐃𝐃𝐘. Well, what is then the 𝐓𝐃𝐃𝐘? Some of them never heard about that. If you look at this side, you can see there's one LoRa there. You can see the LoRa here. So that one, I think we have been doing that thing in the past, maybe about 6-7 years ago. About 6 years ago, probably 6 years ago. That LoRaWAN is really very popular. But today we want to bring you to the in-depth of how this LoRaWAN is being able to use in the industrial application. That is the thing that we want to bring up. And so, again, welcome to watch us in this Let's Sembang AIoT. So my name is Cecily.
Yeah, my name is 𝐍𝐸𝐃𝐀.
So, okay, we have several things that we want to bring up today. One of the main important thing is going to be the application of this, what you call the LoRaWAN sensor. And then 𝐍𝐸𝐃 there, what do you have 𝐍𝐸𝐃 there?
Okay, so over here is the dashboard that display all the sensor data.
Okay. Yeah, so this is some of the dashboard. So the architecture is going to be like that. Let me just draw it out for you. Yeah, maybe you can come and take a look. So we are going to have here, we have a panel here. Later on you can see when you walk in just now, we have several sensor, sitting here and here. And then we have one, even we have one camera here. The camera is an AI function. Yeah. So actually all these things is just extension from what we have displayed in our this exhibition the other day, the Smart Nation. But some of the device wasn't there, but today this thing is there. For example, the sound sensor. You haven't heard about this sound sensor, how it works, right? So later on we're going to show it to you. Are we going to be able to show some sound sensor here? We should be able, right? Okay.
Yeah, we're able to show it.
So a part of this device, for example, you have this LoRaWAN. Okay, LoRaWAN stands for long distance wide area network. Okay, long distance wide area network. So it's going to have our own antenna. So it's going to be running on the 9.1 something megahertz, which applied, let's say in Malaysia, you are able to do that. So we are going to have another LoRaWAN gateway here, sitting here. This is a gateway. This is a gateway. So all of this sensor is transmitting through this LoRa wireless transmission channel. So, okay. So over there, we have this so-called IoT gateway. My pen also no ink already. So this IoT gateway will be able to talk to this gateway via TCP link. These are the data. All the data is published from. Okay, all the data is being published to this gateway, and then all this gateway, it has its own addressing here, so we are able to hold all the data back to the IoT gateway. And then from this IoT gateway, right now we put in the 4G, it can be 5G as well. So this 4G is transmitting to the cloud platform. That's where that cloud dashboard is appearing here. So basically it's like that. So today you can see us having these sensors. Maybe you want to explain about this sensor?
Okay. So this one is a CO2 sensor, carbon dioxide sensor. So it's able to measure the concentration of the carbon dioxide. And then at the same time, you're also able to give us the surrounding temperature and the humidity value as well. Okay.
Okay. So later on, we are going to bring this sensor out to show you how far you can, how far this sensor can be brought outside, so that you still can receive the data. You can still publish the data to the gateway. So of course, the antenna here is a very short antenna. Practically you didn't see any big antenna here. But if you refer back way back in 2017 or 2018, this is one of the 900 over megahertz antenna. This is one of the old LoRa gateway. So that can be, it can be like that. As you can see, LoRa down there, Modbus, OPC UA. This is the first version. Maybe you can see here. This is the first version of LoRa setup that we have done. I think during that time we brought it to MCMC also. There's one small exhibition. We have this one, but right now it's already been dismantled. So now become a newer look like that. This newer look. The main purpose of this display here, we want to demonstrate how from the outdoor, especially LoRaWAN is very practical for outdoor application, as you know. You can see here. These are all battery operated. We are not able to open up this battery. Yeah, these are all battery operated. I think the how many VA are about 8,300 ampere hour, not milliampere hour. So it can last quite long. If let's say you do on a publishing based on maybe a 30 minutes basis, you can basically last for 1 year, maybe half an hour. Half an hour. Let's say 1 or 30 minutes.
On 30 minutes, this one in theory can last for 3 to 5 years.
3 to 5 years.
According to their documentation.
But that one is the ideal case. Ideal case. So the antenna you can see is able to. So you see that the antenna looks like very simple Wi-Fi antenna, but if you put Wi-Fi antenna, definitely it's not going to work because this is running on different band. So as you know, for LoRaWAN or 𝐓𝐃𝐃 or these two. Basically, they are running in UHF band, 800 over to 900 plus megahertz. That is one thing. And for this module, actually, is handling both temperature and humidity. Is it?
Yeah, this one also.
This is a temperature and humidity.
So
just now, what we have here is carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide. Just now you say also can measure.
Yeah, also can measure temperature.
So this part, we are going to bring that outside, and then we are going to bring our tablet outside. So we are able to show you how far it can go. Although on a very short antenna, on the minimum power transmission from here, then you can see how far. So that is very important. Many of the audience actually ask us, why, how far this thing can go. Let's say he install in the factory. They want to monitor the environment of the working space in the manufacturing sector. How far this sensor can be put up. So for this case, later on we're going to show you, how far it can go. So this is part one. Of course, over here we have several different sensors. Maybe Kenyong would like to go through one more round before we move outside to talk about that thing.
So it starts from here. So this one is the tilting sensor. So basically it measures is there any movement. So the reading is in the unit of the angle. So have two parameters. One is rho, and the other one is the pitch. So whenever this change in the degree, so we can know. So this one is suitable for some building, for some trees. So we want to detect is there any movement or not.
Yeah. So this is a tilting, so-called a tilting sensor. Tilting sensor can be used in many applications depending on what you want to do. Basically, it's able to give you the what it call the angle. Is it the angle?
Yeah.
Later on, you are going to show the angle. So maybe we can show to them what is this angle, rho and pitch. Just show the part only. Maybe you can show.
Yeah, so the green color is the rho, and then the yellow color is the pitch. So whenever we adjust this one, and then because this one we already set it to publish the data every 20 minutes. So every 20 minutes we only will receive a new data point.
Okay. So that is the yellow line is what?
Yellow line is the pitch.
Oh, it's a pitch. So that means that there is a movement of things moving on. What about the green one?
Green one is the rho.
Rho, that means it's horizontal, is it? There's one horizontal and vertical movement. Okay, these are the two parts. So we move on to the other part. This one, maybe I'll just explain this part. Why we make it this one, protruding out is because they have this coverage that need to cover. This is actually an ultrasonic level sensor. So it has to have some angle, so it cannot be too close to the wall. So it has been extended in this way. So same thing, inside here also got battery. It's non-wireless. It's not non-wired, so it's through a wireless. Also transmitting back to the one of the gateway. So this part is good that you can use for what they call measurement of water level. And most of the water level sensors are, you need to be powered. Of course, this one also need to be powered, but it's a battery powered. Battery powered meaning you do not need to have any, for example, in some places, that's why we put it here underground. You can put it underground, so you are still able to do some measurement underground on the water level or whatever obstacle thing that you want to measure. That's one more thing. Okay, we move on to here. Maybe you can explain.
So this one is the sound sensor, or we also call it the noise sensor. So it will measure the surrounding sound. It will give you the value in decibel, dB, how many dB. So it only gives one output. So if we move to the dashboard side.
Yeah, what is a dB? Wow, obviously there's some noise peak somewhere.
Yeah, so when we are speaking over here, so you can see there's some increase in the dB.
Okay. What I want to ask is during the testing time, we put it overnight. So during nobody is talking, what was the dB?
At night, actually you can see that it's around 40 to 50 dB.
Okay. That's supposed to be the night time now, 66.
So it maintains 65.
65.
This one is during the midnight.
65? Is it loud or is it
65? I think got some noise. 65 is considered quite loud already.
Yeah, they are saying there must be some background.
Back to last 2 days and then you see.
Some background noise.
There's some background. Actually, it's around here. 40 to 50 something.
This is sampling more frequently. The sampling is done more frequently, right? This part is stable.
Oh, okay. I think this one, yesterday they switched off the device. around 6 p.m. and then they turn it on back. Yeah.
Oh, this is when the device
that's why this one is the old reading.
So by right, it has to be something like 40 over dB lah.
Yeah, between 40 to 50, something around there.
Okay. Then in a normal day, will be about 60 plus.
Yes.
60 plus, sometimes comes jump to.
Yeah.
So this is a sound sensor. Yeah, sound sensor. So this sound sensor is basically handled by one of our this so-called LoRa to it's a Modbus translator, Modbus translator to LoRa. Modbus to LoRa translator or converter. Yeah, converter, because it's taking data from here and then it's published to the cloud. To publish to the gateway publish to the cloud. So from here, this HMI is actually we try to hang here. Before that, we want to cut a hole here to put here. So, but then we think maybe can bring up and down easier. So the data here basically is the same, right?
Yeah, same.
Okay. So over here you can see we have this tilting sensor, we have this water level sensor, we have a sound sensor. Of course, carbon dioxide is supposed to be here, right?
Yes.
The carbon dioxide is supposed to be here. Yeah, the carbon dioxide is supposed to be here. Okay, the carbon dioxide is supposed to be here. So that is the carbon dioxide. So from the outdoor, we move the indoor. Indoor, we are concerned about sound. We are consider sound level sound level. We are concerned about the air quality. One of them is carbon dioxide. And then we also have a temperature and humidity, as I show you where is the temperature and humidity. This is temperature and humidity sensor. This guy is sitting here. So these are practically those are indoor environment sensing that we are able to do. So this part, all the data is all published to the cloud. And for this part, we want to explain this part. How does this thing relate? Because in our past, in the exhibition, actually we don't have this display.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to take. Yeah.
So actually over here is just a normal IP camera. So it's connected to our Vision Edge AI. It's an industrial PC. Inside there's some AI software running. So what we're doing here is we take the video frame from the IP camera and then process here. Then we want to do the people counting. So over here actually is detected 3%. So on the cloud here, you can see the number of person here is 3.
Okay. Let's say I walk away. But it's displaying 4 of us.
Need to refresh. Okay, I think it detects something on the table.
Oh. So by right, it's supposed to be 2 lah.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, now it changed to 2.
So why we want to put up this our computer vision AI here is to try to correlate, the temperature, humidity, and also the carbon dioxide and the sound level. How does it relate to the number of people within the room? So the application can be what you can think about the application. If you have some idea on how you can apply here, do let us know. As you can see, you go to restaurant. There must be someone who is talking very loud. To be talking loud. So in order to let's say you want we make up a meeting there. We want to talk business. We want to do some detailed business talk. But then if your restaurant is able to display to you what is the current sound level, acceptable sound level for us to talk, then that is a place that you're supposed to go. Otherwise, you have to choose another room. Correct? Yeah. So that can be one of the applications. This is what I think just now on the spot. This thing come to me. So yeah, the possibility is always there. That's why with the computer vision AI, because so far as what we have done so far with some of the client and then with some of the application study, we keep on doing some research and here and there. But then we found out that there are many untapped applications that supposed to be able to be done by the technology, but it wasn't there. Maybe in the past they think that this part is still very expensive stuff. So maybe that is a time for you to rethink. Again, so if you are just watching us in this channel, you are watching the Sembang AIoT. You know, if you find this what they call this channel relevant, you know, informative, do help us to like, subscribe, and share. So again, my name is 𝐍𝐸𝐯𝐶𝐸.
Yeah, my name is Kenneth.
So both of us, I think we are doing this part for the past 76. This is the 77th time on Sembang AIoT. Previously, we were all sitting there, you know, and talking, you know, demonstrating, you know. But then I think, so we are going to do some change. You know, we are on the moving mode. We are on the moving mode. So let's come to the last part of it. You know, after all the data is being collected, you know, before I forget, maybe you can come over here. You can come over here. Other than the sound, carbon dioxide, temperature, humidity, we have another very important thing. That's why it's part of the ESG, you know, power consumption or energy consumption or energy usage. You know, is that what you are also looking at? Because I think government has come up with some kind of policy and a framework to encourage, to reduce the carbon emission, you know. So energy usage is one of them. So this part actually also covered by this, what they call one of the LoRa converter, you know, it's taking up data from the power consumption. Maybe you can explain a little bit more.
So this one is the LoRa converter. This one is the energy meter or the power meter. And then over here we have a current transformer. So if let's say you can put some wire go through it, we can measure the current consumption of this system. And then all this data over here you can send through, there's an antenna inside. So after you collect the data from MUPAS to LoRa, and then it will send to the LoRa gateway over here. And then the LoRa gateway will send the data to the cloud through our 4G router.
So there are two parts here. You can do it differently. One of us is you can make use of a 4G IoT gateway. You know, for that part you don't need to do any programming at all. You know, you just by setting, you are able to retrieve the data, then you are able to send out the data. Or you can use a 𝐓𝐻𝐃 IoT gateway. You may be able to run some like SCADA or platform inside. Or you can run even node rate. You know, we have one version that is able to run node rate. So with that also you are able to gather data and then you have to publish anywhere you want. So at the end of the day, all this data being summarized here is going to be appeared on this cloud platform. Maybe Kenom can run through some of these things. Yeah.
So we start from the top here. So here is the historical status of the 4G IoT gateway. And then here we have the tilting sensor. Can have the battery voltage, the battery status. So this is the row and the pitch. Down a bit. So this one is the distance sensor, which is the water level sensor. So basically it's ultrasonic that measure the distance from the sensor to the object. Okay, now this one is the carbon dioxide sensor. Okay, so you can see the CO2 concentration in ppm, and then because just now we simulate it, so we blow some gas on it, and then the carbon dioxide concentration increase, so the air quality become poor. So actually in normal outdoor environment, the CO2 concentration is around 400 ppm, something like that. Oh, and then just now we forgot to mention, the CO2 sensor also able to give you the air pressure. We also can get the air pressure data. And then this one is the temperature.
That one is from which sensor? You know?
Air pressure is from the CO2 sensor.
Oh, air pressure.
Yeah.
What is the unit there? It's what?
HPA.
Some Pascal, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then this one is the temperature and humidity sensor. So same thing, we can get the battery voltage, temperature, humidity. And then, okay, this one is the LoRa converter. So we connect to the energy meter there. So we can see some voltage, frequency, and then because we didn't connect the current transformer to any running system, so the current is 0. And then this one is the sound sensor or the noise sensor here. And the last one is the Vision Edge AI, so it's doing the people counting.
Is it correct or not? 3 of us?
Yeah, it's correct. It's only 3 of us. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's actually doing some people counting there, lah. Yeah,
Yes.
doing some people counting.
So yeah, that's it. So if let's say in the future we have more sensor, for example pH sensor, so we just keep on adding on it over here.
Okay. For those of you who haven't seen who hasn't seen this current transformer, actually we have one of these very big, very big current transformer here. This one can measure up to don't know how many 100 amp. Yeah. So you can insert this how you
live
insert
wire go through.
the single phase or 3-phase wire. You know, you can just cross it through. We'll be able to measure the energy. So okay, I think we want to do one part for you that is going to outdoor. We are going to see how far. Can we bring the thing? Okay. Maybe Amil. Yeah. So are you still there? Yeah. Okay, please help us to bring this part. Okay, we go outside, then we see how far it can, you know, it can sense. Oh, by the way, this is our office front door. You know, we actually running some AI. Can you go and explain this part? This facial recognition is done by that part. I don't need to show that lah. Can you just show the box?
So actually we have some camera installed on the front door there and then connected to here. Inside is running some face recognition. So we use it to control the door on or close.
Yeah, just now when I'm walking out, actually is it sends me, so you open the door for me. So let's go. How far? Come. So we are actually away from this building. Maybe we just put 20 meters lah, because this is on a very, very small antenna here. We just do about 20 meters. So are we able to show something?
We connect the hotspot.
Okay. So we bring a tablet here so that we can see the data from our dashboard here.
This one is CO2.
So by the way, we check whether, okay, let's say can you see?
Okay, right now it's poor.
Okay.
So now we send the new data.
How do you know whether it's sending? So it's a blue, the blue LED will just blinking, so it will be actually transmitting data out. So from here,
now it changed to
from here to here is about 20 ohm meters. 20 ohm meters, so it's a change.
Yeah, it changed
So
to
we are able to see the thing live, and then nobody is right now at the place, so you detected a 0.
Yeah, the people counting becomes 0.
So this one is live. No, we didn't cheat you. This one is 0. See, nobody there already. Okay, so we move a little bit further, maybe over here, another 10 meters more. But here with a lot of this obstacle, car and so on, maybe you want to do a try. Just bring a bit high. Got blue color. Already transmitted. Okay.
Yes, it changed already.
Oh.
Just now 1506, now change to 1180.
So about 30 over to 40 meters. I don't know whether we can do another one until he cannot detect. Maybe you stand here. Actually, we are here, we are at this Jalan Tandang here. You can see Malaysia Kini is actually at the side. One of the news or broadcast center. Okay.
Now let's see, is there any changes or not?
So it's a little bit further from here.
Yeah,
so
no
maybe
more changes.
do one more try. If cannot, meaning that is a maximum distance. So
Try to long.
okay, the carbon dioxide. So Amir is blowing the saliva all inside. So he's trying to transmit. So about 40 something meter away.
No.
So he's
no
not
changes.
able to. So as we go along this part, this thing is expected. You know why? Because the antenna is so small, and then the transmission power is right now set to a very minimum. By right, if let's say we can tune the power of transmission that can go higher, the maximum maybe it can go much further. Plus, one more thing is the reception from the LoRa gateway is supposed to be high enough, you know, with the big antenna. We are using a very little, very low dB antenna. That's how maybe, you know, it's not able to handle. But in most of the application within the in-house, that can be away already, you know, you can cover quite a big coverage. Let's say we set to a higher dB. Okay, we come back again. So I hope that is interesting enough. So for the next coming chapter, we are going to talk about a little bit more about how this LoRa, is LoRa better or 𝐓𝐶𝐃 better, or why is this LoRa, is it secure? These are the things that we can discuss further. What are the security being used? You know, how do you set up the thing? Yeah. So these are the things that we are going to talk about. But before we go, the one very last thing, you know, because all the things that we are doing is mainly for the data collection. You know, with data collection, what can you do? What can you do? Of course, at the end of the day, the application has to be, this data has to be used for something. For example, in this case, this carbon dioxide, you know, sound level, humidity, temperature. You know, if let's say you want to create a good environment for working space, what can we do? You know, let's say, you know, let's say we want to apply AI, of course, AI. What can we do with this AI?
Okay, so usually when we have this kind of sensor data, we want to make sure the environment is safe. So this one is the first one. But how AI able to ensure this thing? So, okay, before this, if without the AI, people will just, for individual sensor, we just set a maximum threshold or a minimum threshold. So when the value is not within the normal range, so it will trigger alert to tell you there's something wrong already. But sometimes, even though there are multiple sensors, although they are all within the normal range, but there is some change in their train. So actually, it already indicates there is some abnormal happen in behind. But this abnormal is not so obvious unless you observe the trend all the time, and then you're able to track this thing before something breakdown happens. So by using AI, it can help you to monitor multiple input or multiple sensor value at the same time. And then when there is some abnormal changes in their value or their train, so it's able to give you some alert So one of the example is, let's say we take a car as an example. So when your fuel consumption is increasing, but it's not exceed the threshold yet, but your car engine temperature start dropping at the same time, but it also didn't exceed any minimum threshold. So based on these two input, actually it's normal. But when these two happen at the same time, actually something wrong already. So it might be something related to the car aircon system or the sensor already broken. So these are something that conventional method not able to detect this kind of anomaly. So we might need to use AI to help us to handle this kind of situation.
Yeah. So there are many more applications that where AI can be put into use, especially when you have a more complex, more sophisticated kind of data that you want to take into consideration. You know? So you can use the AI to that. That part it can be done in the machine learning. You know, right now we are working on something on what time series related anomaly detection. That will come into the next coming session. We are going to talk more about that when we come to this security and so on. So today is I think I hope that is I mean interesting enough, you know, to show some of the thing is more lively to you. And then thank you very much for watching us in this Sembang AIoT. Of course, we want to bring you more technology content that is more related to application, daily application. That is one of the things that we're trying to do. So with that, I think with the AI and with IoT, definitely we can do many more things. Yeah. So with that, I think we can catch up in the next coming session. Yeah, you know.
Okay.